Hello, everyone. I hope you are all going really well. See if is there anybody there. I hope everyone's well. I'm just going to try and connect Brett Lee into this very exciting time to be able to chat. Just hang on 1 second. Try and see where he's at. See where the great man is. While I'm getting into it, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, everyone. I hope everyone is doing really well. Thanks so much for joining in. It's going to be a really exciting evening to be able to chat to my best mate in cricket, Brett Lee. I'm just waiting for him to come in. And while I wait, actually, we don't need him here at the moment because I'm going to give you a little bit of background. If it wasn't for Brett Lee, who everyone knows is an amazing cricketer, amazing fast bowler, if it wasn't for him, I actually would not have met my wife, Lee. We're into nearly 10 years of marriage. So Brett Lee was actually super kind to be able to introduce my wife and I. It was a long time ago, 2006. So, there's plenty more stories to come as well. I'm just going to try one more time to be able to get Brett. Hopefully he's here somewhere. Just hang on a second. There we go. All right, I think he's joining, but up until he does join, again, Brett and I actually met each other.
Oh, yes, mate.
Here he is.
How are you, buddy?
I'm great. How you going?
Yeah, good.
I just let everyone know. Thanks so much for joining, mate. This is super exciting about to have you.
I was hearing the whole intro, mate. I was enjoying this.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
Okay, so you knew. Okay, well, I didn't want to give up too much dirt on you. But so if everyone didn't know before, Binger was the guy who actually introduced myself to my wife, and I'm forever grateful. That's one special thing that you've helped me with in my life. But it's amazing how through different parts of your life, how they you meet someone who just has such a huge impact on your life, and you certainly have had that on me throughout so many different experiences throughout my life. So
Thanks,
thank you
mate.
so much for joining. This is super cool to be able to chat to you.
Awesome. This is great. Cool. Yeah. And hello, everyone. Namaste. I heard you say at the start. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you might be around the world. Yeah, this is a great time. This is so exciting. Certainly as best mates and, guys that have been in the cricket team for many, many years and, had some amazing stories and memories together. To do this, this is fun. I made my debut the other night, so this is my second crack at it, so might be better this one.
You're always better after a first out.
Second innings.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, we can talk about so many different things. We have so many various things that we could cover and topics that we can talk about, and we certainly will cover some things. But obviously, just during this time in the world at this moment, this unprecedented time, how have you been spending your time in the last couple of months, in particular, when Australia in particular has been shut down in a way, and everyone's had to self-isolate?
Well, look, it's been obviously horrendous with what's happened around the world. Certainly, I know over in India, they're going through a real tough time right now. Certainly in Australia, I think that we've done pretty well considering. Doesn't take away the sort of amount of people that have been affected by it, the amount of deaths, people that we've lost, friends and family of those that have passed away through COVID-19, which is horrendous. It doesn't matter if it kills one person or it kills 100 or it kills a couple of 100,000. It's taking one life, which is horrible. For me personally, I try and always look on an optimistic and a bright side. So where there's sometimes all these horrible things that happen in our lives, we try and take good things out of it. And for me personally, it's actually been the time with my family. As you know, Watto, it's we've spent the last 20, 25 years on the road traveling, which we certainly wouldn't take back, and certainly wouldn't frown upon it because I speak to so many people and they go, look, I've been to Bali once, or I've I actually went to West Australia. I'm from Sydney. I'm like, well, that's fantastic. And they asked me, and I'm like, well, yeah, I've travelled the world, and you feel like a bit of a big head, but it's been such an amazing journey. But for me, this particular time has been really good from a positive sense because I've had so much amazing times with my family to spend some time with my wife and my three beautiful kids and be at home when there's no timetable. You can't leave your house. You can't go out. You are self-isolating. You're here with your family. And I've never had that in my life ever. So it's been horrible, but also nice to be, present in their lives.
That's for sure, mate. And that's the one thing for me. Like I got back from playing in the PSL, and hi to everyone who's tuned in from Pakistan as well. I've had a
Yeah.
few people say hi from Pakistan. So I came straight home from the PSL, and I had to be self-isolated straight away in my own home, and I couldn't get out. And the one thing that it made me realize is how important your little domain is, no matter how big it is, whether it's a small apartment or a small little block, or whether it's a small house. You turn it into your own sanctuary and you make it work. And that was the really special thing, for my family and I, that it was enforced quality time for everyone just to stop. Because not too many work, like I know, and this is a horrendous situation that's happening, and so many people, as you said, losing their lives and being affected by it. Obviously, the world economy and everything's been hit incredibly hard as well. But it has been an enforced time to actually just stop for a bit, because life is so busy all the time. We're always on the go. We're always trying to, do things. We're always trying to, get better and learn things, and that it's been a time to actually just pause for a little bit and enjoy your surroundings, and even if it's that, and especially your family surroundings. So that for me has been incredibly special.
And bring out the board games, which I haven't done that for a while. Cards and board games.
Snakes and Ladders is coming.
Trouble. Remember Trouble?
Oh yeah, Trouble. Yeah, my son Will is learning how to lose. He's a shocking loser. He doesn't like losing. So it's actually been, surprisingly. Yeah, I wonder where he got that from. But it's been a good time for him to learn how to not win all the time. So no, it's awesome.
Playing some garage cricket with Preston. I have played this afternoon. So I sort of found that trying to peg the ball at 43 years of age or bowl it, to still do it, but it takes the thing, because he wants consistent ball after ball after ball. So now I've actually worked out a tennis racket on the tiles and just like serve it down, and it's like batting at the whacker. Good pace.
How good. Awesome. Well,
Save my shoulder.
Good to be able to learn, and it's good to learn how to play like that as well. Go Preston.
Yeah.
Little legend.
You're a bit of a gun tennis player growing up too, weren't you?
It's not too bad.
Speaking of tennis.
Not too bad. I didn't have surprisingly, I didn't have the temperament for tennis.
I'm going to get you fishing.
Too competitive.
And, we'll sort of get to that after, but fishing teaches patience.
It does. So peaceful. I love doing it with my son and daughter as well. But even though I've got no idea I've got a tiny idea how to rig up, put a sinker on and a swivel and a hook. It's not
can you please, at all. Can you tell all the viewers that are like either at work or at home watching, you tell that story about you thought you had the perfect setup, and you went down for your main line, you put the swivel on and the sinker, and you went, had the beautiful trace on, and what happened after you flung it out?
So my dad's a keen fisherman. I never really fished a lot when I was younger. Yeah, Bobby. So he taught me how to do the knots, but never actually done it on my own. So I thought, I know how to do these special knots, and I rigged it up thinking, it's just sweet. I'm going to nail it. Threw the line in, good cast, thinking, wow, awesome. And then the whole thing the sinker, the hook, and the trace just flew straight in the water. And Will, my son who was there with me, thought it was hilarious. I was like, I'm now going to have to spend half an hour trying to rig it up again.
You could actually buy a pre-made rig. You can just tie it straight on.
Thanks so
maybe next time.
Yeah. Someone just mentioned before, that age is just a number, which is incredibly kind. And what you're saying there at 43, mate, you're still playing like occasional 2020 games for your club in club cricket, mate, and still bowling good wheels. I've stopped bowling because my body can't do it. You're a freak.
Did up until last year. Well, I played that bushfire game Yeah, the charity game that we played to raise money
That
for
was
all the
amazing
people that.
fun, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. That was
Made a
yeah,
gosh, they like we raised a lot of money. Like CA did, CA and the ACA, they did a phenomenal job to bring that together. But how special is
mm,
that to be actually be on the same field with the guys that we spent so much time together with? God, and
I
those
know,
and the
and
cool
just
legends as
just
well
the
who joined
whole.
as well.
Yeah, and I also reckon too, it actually brought out a few of the old nerves as well, because you get that, you don't want to go out there and firstly, you don't want to make an absolute um, ass of yourself, do you? You want to make sure you get out there and you do the best you possibly can, and you don't want to embarrass yourself. But it's also once that first fall gets hit, or we get hit for six off Gilly in the second ball of the game, or whatever it was, that was like, okay, it's game on here again, and that competitive juice starts to flow again.
Yeah, but I was super nervous to be able to face you because I'm still playing. And like
Oh,
I'm
you
look,
whacked
I've never
them.
been embarrassed. Look, I've never been embarrassed to get out to you, Benny. You've knocked me over that many times. But oh gosh, I was so nervous going, gosh, I'll just get through the first couple of balls. And then Paul was Macram. I still like sorry was felt that bad. Like,
Pumped him for six.
oh geez, yeah, no. Down breeze. Like he got the wrong end.
He
he
got
drew the short straw there, down
he got
breeze.
met.
So to
He
get
got
it
met.
airborne. Paul was,
Sorry,
what a
Waz.
legend.
Oh, champion.
Okay, there's something I wanted to. I don't know if people know this about you, Binger,
Mm,
because okay, I am when it comes to fixing things,
okay.
I'm absolutely hopeless.
Just for a bit of water.
There's something called in Australia, it's called hire a hubby, and hire a hubby to fix things for
Yep.
nothing else, just to fix things, right? And I've got to outsource that stuff because it's just not my strength. I'll ruin things even more. But the one thing you're amazing at, Binger, is fixing things and DIY projects, getting in the backyard or down at your farm, fixing fences and that. Tell me your most proud project that you've actually done.
Oh, look, to me, it's fun, and I actually don't mind getting in doing the hard yards, doing the hard work. Because I look at it, one has been like an extra fitness session, so to try to keep on top of your fitness, and you're out in the open and you're doing things that are going to improve your land or going to make your house look better, or just get off the iPad, get off the computer, get off your phone, and just try and do things that are active and healthy. So.
Yeah.
I remember sort of a couple of years ago down at my farm down the Southern Highlands, I had to do, a few K of fencing. So to do four rungs of fencing to keep the cattle in. And that was like, and you pretty much learn the job. My dad's very skillful at that type of thing, Bobby Boy. We
Yeah.
both share
Two
dad's
bobbies.
first name, Bob. Yeah, Bob Squared. But he's taught me heaps. He's taught me, he sort of worked at BHP his whole life, 40 years at Steelworks, and learned so many different trades on the job, and just passed on, I guess, a couple of basic things to me that I could probably learn. But you just learn the job,
Mm.
and you just try to work it out, and that's the good thing too, because there's been so many times where I've gone. I mean, I'm not sure if you can see any holes in the wall behind me, but you go with a hammer drill, you go, whoops. That was meant to be in a plaster. I thought I was going into a beam, so I probably shouldn't have used the wrong sort of end and all that type of stuff. So it's just you learn the job and you try. So doing the fence at the farm was brilliant.
Yeah.
In my
It's
house
amazing
recently,
effort.
which I just sold, I just put a beautiful
Yeah.
big back lawn in with my mate Andy, and we just did put like a nice steel edge in and laid all the turf and had some fun doing it. Did some landscaping, just fun.
Jack of all trades.
You
That's the one.
you
Okay,
could actually
hang
surprise
on.
yourself.
But the one thing that everyone's got to realize, okay, Brett before I met him he was the ultimate. He bowled 160 k's an hour. He was a good looking rooster. He played in a rock band. He was in a band, like, and there's not many things that you can't do. And the one thing, like to be able to be very skillful at just having the awareness around how to fix things, how to build things is a great skill. It's one thing that a lot of probably people don't. They know that you are a good, like a genuine all rounder at so many different things. And that's the reason why we could talk tonight for hours because there's so many different things that we both love that we've got in common that we could talk
Yeah,
about forever.
but I think with with me personally, it was try and take my mind off cricket. Cricket to
Mm,
me is my first passion. It was my first I guess proper paying job, and it came a lot easier than most other things. But there's so many other interests that I love, and mentioned being outdoors and being at the farm and fishing, all those types of things.
Mm,
That was what got my mind off cricket. Music, we both have
yeah.
an absolute passion for music, which we'll probably get to later on. But the people that don't know you, Watto, and I'll give them a bit of an insight now. So this is not about me. This is about us.